They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Ravens at 12-2 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Muscles him off. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lance now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ready. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the middle they go. Palmer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. Well, into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Report! In motion, the tight end. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Right back to him on 1st down. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Lance's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Palmer, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 from the 44.
Hey, Ozzie, check out. Middle.
Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
13. 180. Finish up. 13. Let's go. Get hard.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown! His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Lance throwing on second down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Defensively, they came into the game to understand that they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a handoff out of the gun. There he goes left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Jackson, option right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lance looking to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, report. Report.
Again, Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw again is Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play.
There he goes, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Well, you're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. Palmer. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Browns are able to at least get 1 score back. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes 1, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off 1 right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel...
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson.
Now inside the 25.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
54 yards.
and the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Palmer, and he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Shot, 17.
They'll keep it on the ground. Palmer. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Report!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
Ready.
This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 119 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Lance. He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 34.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Lance to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out.
Let's go now.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance is going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, it's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
13.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Recovered by Cleveland.
Set, hut.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Yo.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there.
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On the set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Blue strike. Ready?
From midfield, here's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Palmer.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8.
Ready.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Set.
Working from the gun, Lance. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Set. Black swap. Set. Go.
They'll run on first down. Palmer. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The York on now for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Now,
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary.